Hey guys, it's Jose and I'm back for another BTS update video. I honestly did not see myself making another video before the end of the year. Everybody's talking about it and I was like, you know what, let me report on this. Let's talk about the BTS yet to come in Busan free concert. Y'all remember that concert? Whew, well, some tea just spilled all over. In the news, over in Korea, and online. A lot of people didn't know about this. I feel like a lot of armies had ideas, theories, speculations, but now that there's actual reports coming out, more information coming out, it's really messed up what the South Korean government did to BTS. Let's get into it, guys. Editor Jose here, reminding you that if you want to support the channel, make sure to click that like button and subscribe. That's the easiest way to do so. But if you want to support a little more, you can become a member of the channel for less than $1 US, guys. And you get a little emoticon next to your name for being a member. But if you want to get more content and support me as a creator a little more, I do have a Patreon. The link is in the description below. With your support, you get more content, exclusive stuff that you cannot find on my channel. I truly appreciate it, guys, if you're able to support in that way. The link is in the description below. Now let's get back to your regular scheduled video. So we're here to talk about the BTS yet to come in Busan free concert. Y'all remember that free concert? Of course, BTS ended up doing it and wanted to do it for armies, but this was also in part for the South Korean bid to hold the World Expo that would be happening in 2030. The South Korean government recruited BTS. They asked them to be the ambassadors for this bid, and so BTS agreed. The concert was part of a global BTS festival to promote Busan's bid to host the 2030 World Expo. The concert was free to attend and was live streamed on Weverse. It was also broadcast on JTBC and viewed in 229 countries and regions. It was held on October 15, 2022. BTS agreed, but not just because of the bid. Of course, that's part of it, but they also stated that they wanted to do this for armies. They've always wanted to do a free concert for armies, and this was their chance to do it, and they did. But all that comes with it is what's messy, and that's by the South Korean government. So NBC reported on this over in South Korea. There was a news segment that they reported on, and of course, because it's in Korean, I can't give you like every single thing that they said, but thank you to our translators, to our investigator armies online that have shared with us what this report said. Shout out to @Taehyung on X or Twitter for the following breakdown, guys. Brace yourself. The news reports that BTS were supposed to receive 7 billion Korean won, being 4.75 million USD, for their concert in Busan World Expo bid. But the South Korean government ultimately scammed them, making them not only perform for free, but also bear all concert organization costs. The government has also burdened BTS with organizing everything. The government has initially suggested a venue with poor mass event safety measures, posting a safety hazard for fans, which made BTS also responsible for organizing a new venue. In the end, the Busan Asiad Stadium. The scam is even more appalling when we consider the government's awful efforts for the World Expo bid in general, resting the responsibility to promote it and a massive public expectations on BTS. Here it's worth to remember that World Expo economic boost is comparable to hosting the Olympics or football continental championships. Korean public had big hopes for this. Before I continue, guys, let's dive into that part right there. We need to remember, in the beginning, the government posted this venue. There's not even a picture like to give you as far as like the arena or anything, because it was a makeshift stage in Gijang County. What is a makeshift venue, you might be asking? A stage. Basically, it's temporary. So they were going to create it for this event. The location exists, but the stage in itself was going to be created for that event. But because of the location, because of the stage, because of the area, fans were not in agreement. They thought this was going to be a cause for safety hazards, risks, etc. Here's somewhat of a mock-up that they created of what the stage was going to look like. Ultimately, that did not come to fruition. Here's another report. BTS Busan concert venue changed after fans raised safety concerns. New location has well-developed access points and facilities. So because of the concern, HYBE BigHit BTS were like, yo, we need to change it. Like, this isn't okay. So they were the ones who actually made the change and made the concerns a priority, which resulted in having the concert venue changed to the Busan Asiad Stadium, where the concert actually happened. Okay, let's continue. It's not the only time the government tried to use them for a bid. In 2023, another event promoting a Jamboree concert has faced severe organization criticism. The Ministry of Defense urged the government to take all measures to make, in other words, force BTS to perform, including using their power over enlisted members. The proposal was successfully rejected by BigHit. It sparked a larger debate: what would happen if all 7 members were enlisted instead? South Korea had also been proposing laws that would let BTS members take military enlistment in periods and perform in between for the national economy. The proposition was as horrid as it was controversial, mostly because other existing laws would render BTS unable to receive any money for the performances. Enlisted soldiers cannot perform other paying jobs. The futile attempt was aiming to continue using BTS for the country while in the military, without allowing them to benefit of the exemption for it. These are just a few examples of the South Korean government's ceaseless efforts to exploit BTS to compensate national economy to their own lacking governing abilities. Long story short, like, the South Korean government has been wanting to use them. They can go in for some time, come out to perform for the government, for the country, to promote South Korea, to benefit from the economy that will be coming in and benefiting, obviously, the money coming in, go back into the military, then come back, perform, come back and forth. And because they are soldiers, they are in the military, they are enlisted, they would be doing all that for free. They would not be getting paid for it. Here's another article by Billboard. BTS may still be able to perform while serving in the military. Even if they join the military, there would be a way to give them a chance to practice and perform together if there are scheduled concerts abroad, said South Korean Defense Minister Lee Jung-suk. And listen, all of that, I'm pretty sure once we were reading that in 2022 back in the day, we were probably like, oh my God, that could be really cool. But we weren't taking in consideration that, yo, if this even happens, they wouldn't even be paid for it. They would be being used because they wouldn't be getting any compensation at all. Now here's a side note by the same user. Cost of organizing a stadium concert include production, dancers, technicians, security personnel, wardrobe staff, makeup staff, assistants, stage managers, insurances, catering, logistics, concessions, cleaning crews, stadium rental. Although it wasn't explicitly said if BTS had to cover this one, most probably they did. Workload of all employees and staff prior to the concert but regarding it, and many other costs. BTS had to cover these, so technically speaking, not only did they perform for free, but also paid for everything. Regardless of all of this, guys, they still wanted to do the free concert for fans, so the armies didn't suffer from this. They didn't have to pay anything out of their pocket. They suffered the loss. Let's remember that right after this concert, guys, they announced that they were going to be enlisting in the military. No exemptions. Every member was going to go at their time and just going to go for the full term. Like, there's going to be no exemptions, no periods of rest so that they can come and perform and practice like everybody was hoping, which would be the South Korean government. They really said, F you, we are going. And we're just gonna be doing it like everybody else. All of this, guys, just makes me feel even better and happy that they did what they did. Like, let's really talk about it. Like, what they did, what they ended up doing, and what they are currently doing was the best thing that they could do, because they were going to be used, guys. Hey, they were already used and they were like, this is it. Like, we're not gonna allow this to happen any longer. We didn't get paid for nothing. We ended up losing money, and the South Korean government benefited from it. The amount of promotion that they got, free promo, is crazy. And they didn't even have to do nothing. This user right here, I had to screenshot this for y'all. Let's remember when they were performing. Quote, F you, I don't care, you can't control my on the top of their chest. This was not just the performance, they meant every single word so badly. Let's remember, guys, they were performing, of course they were performing for us, but they knew what was going on behind the scenes, no pun intended. I bet you that's why they gave it their all, and they were so happy to perform and be like, yo, the government ain't even ready for what the announcement is after this concert. Because remember, the government was also like, huh? Like, what do you mean they decided to go? Like, if there's any army out there who says, nah, I still think they should have done periods, or regroup and rethink that. Because this is the best thing that they could have done. Just done it, just like every other South Korean man has to do. Get it over with. And let's remember, guys, 2025 is literally tomorrow. 6 months from now, they'll all be back, and that will be in the past, and they're gonna be coming together. BTS's year is here. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. I love you, ARMY. I love you, BTS. 2025, y'all. I'm scared. But it's a good kind of scared for what's to come. Let's go. Love you, and until next time, adios.